Alright, this is the review for the Math 2 Chapter 4 test. The test will cover all sections in Chapter 4, 4.1 through 4.9. This review is 40 some odd questions. We will go through these questions one or maybe even two at a time. You need to write these down just like we did last time. Let's see here. View, presentation mode. That's a little big. Let's do this. There we go. There's the first question. Y equals 5 times 1/2 raised to the x. First question you should ask yourself is this exponential growth or exponential decay? Then you should ask yourself, is it inverted or not? Then you should ask yourself, what value do I plug in to make this 0? And when I plug in 0, what value do I get? This gives you an answer of B. When you plug in 0, you get 5, and you can see right here it's crossing at 0, 5. Alright, here's number 2. I won't talk so much on number 2. Push pause, because I'm fixing to show the answer. Here's the answer now. B, again, is also the answer. This is exponential growth, but this time it's inverted because that's negative. That means it's down like this. Alright. Moving right along, let's see if we can put 4 up there at one time. The directions, let's just go with 2 up. The directions for each one of these is find the inverse. Okay. H of n equals negative 5n plus 10 over 2. This is g of x equals 3 plus 2/5 x. So you find the inverse of each one of those. It's going to be multiple choice. You swap, change it into y, swap your x and y, solve for the new y. Push pause because here comes the answers. Number 3, the answer is A. Number 4, the answer is C. Okay. Alright, let's go to 5 and 6. I'm not going to give you one like this. Can't change it right now. Let's go down. Number 5. Let's see. There we go. Back to this. There's a better one. It says state whether the given functions are inverses. F of x equals negative 2 over x plus 1. G of x is negative 2 over x minus 1. It's either yes or no. Make sure you look at the answers. No, yes, yes, no. That's tricky. Over here we have h of x equals 2 minus 1/3 x. F of x equals 1 minus 3/5 x. Alright. Pause right here because I'm getting ready to show you the answers. 3, 2, 1. Correct answer is yes on this. These are inverses. This one is no. They are not inverses. Remember, the way that you do this is you say f of g of x had better equal x, and then g of f of x had better equal x. If this equals x and this one equals x, then you can say yes. If they don't equal x, then you have to say no. Okay? If one or the other one doesn't equal x, then you say no. Okay? Alright, moving right along. Let's see. 7 and 8. Oh, I had the answers up there. Hopefully you didn't see them. These say simplify. Your answer should only contain positive exponents. You simplify this stuff, and then you got one of your choices. Okay? A, B, C, or D. Pause because I'm getting ready to show the answers. Correct answer is C on this one. Correct answer is D on this one. Okay? C and D. Alright, moving right along. 9 and 10. Same type problems. Pause. Let me see if I can make it a little bigger for you. Yeah, look at there. That's much better. So copy all this down, copy all this down. You should hit pause right now because I'm getting ready to show you the answer. Boom, there's your answer. A for this one and D for this one. Notice that both of them had a negative out front. Okay, be careful with that. Don't let the negative be the reason that you miss the problem. Alright, moving right along, 11 and 12. Solve each equation. These are the problems that we did today in class. N minus 3, because the bases are the same, you can say n minus 3 equals negative 2n minus 1. Okay, you can set these equal to one another. Number 12 is a bad problem because the bases aren't the same. I think what they wanted you to figure out was that 1 is the same thing as 5 to the 0. Then you can set this stuff equal to this stuff. Set that equal to that and solve. Okay, I'll try not to give you one like that. That's kind of ugly. But now that I've shown it to you, you just change this into 5 to the 0 and then you can solve. Alright, pause because I'm getting ready to show you the answers. The answers are D and B. D and B. Okay? Let's see. Here's two more examples. Good, good, good. This is a good one. 5 to the 3x equals 25. And then 4 to the 1 minus 3r equals 4 to the 3 minus 2r. This one you have to do a little work. You have to change the 25 into 5 squared. This one you don't have to do anything because the bases are already the same. 1 minus 3r equals 3 minus 2r. Solve both of those. Pause. Your answers are B and C. B and C. These are very representative of what you're going to have on the test. Alright, moving right along. 15, find the common difference. That means it's arithmetic. It means it's going down by something or going up by something. Pause. Well, let's see if we can get 4 of them up at the same time. Alright, there's all 4 of those. About as big as I can make them. 25, 21, 17, 13, so on and so on. Let's do that. Pause. Here are your answers. A, D, B, and C. Those are your 4 answers for these 4 problems. 15, 16, 17, and 18. Alright, moving right along. Alright, this says find the 52nd term. This says find the 52nd term. This says write the formula. This says write the formula. I've got to make it a little smaller. There you go. Find the 52nd term. First, you got to find the rule. Okay, 0, 100, 200, 300. How many 52nd term out here is going to be some big number. Okay, find the 52nd term here. Negative 24, negative 28, negative 32, negative 36. What's that 52nd term? You got to figure out the rule. It's arithmetic. So you got to figure out the rule, then plug in 52 for n. Okay, same thing on both of those. Then down here, all you got to do is find the formula. Okay, both of these are all 4 of these are arithmetic. Arithmetic. All right, pause. Here comes your answers. 19 is B, 20 is B, 21A, 22C. There are your answers. Alright, moving right along. Whoops. 23. Find the formula, find the formula. Find the 3 terms in the sequence after the last given one. Meaning, what is this value, what is this value, what is this value? Give me the next 3 terms after the last one. Okay, same thing here. Negative 37, negative 47, what's this value, and this value. Okay, pause. Here come your answers. 23 is B, 24A, 25C, 26A. Check your answers. Alright, moving right along. Alright, so here we go. 27. Now it says find the common ratio. You know we've switched gears to geometric. Okay, what did he get multiplied by? What did he get multiplied by? What did he get multiplied by? Same thing over here. What did he get multiplied by? What did he get multiplied by? What did he get multiplied by? It could be division. If it's getting smaller, then it would be division. Okay? Find the common ratio. Here's another example. Here's another example. Here it's alternating. That should tell you something about R, right? Positive, negative, positive, negative. Copy these down, hit pause, here comes your answers. Boom, there's your answers. 27's A, 28 B, 29 C, 30 A. There's your 4 answers. Okay? Moving right along, 31. Let's see. Let's just go 2 up. I might have to go 1 up for these. There we go. Find the 3 terms in the sequence after the given one. So you're going along, you got negative 3, 12, negative 48, 192. Then what are the next 3 terms? Pause. Here comes your answers. Hit pause. Answer is C. Okay? Moving right along, here's 32. 1, negative 5, 25, negative 125. What would your next 3 terms be? Pause. A is also your answer. Okay? Find the formula. 2, 10, 50, 250, and so on and so on and so on and so on. Okay? First thing you got to ask yourself is what is R? And then what is A? Okay? Looking at your answers here. Pause. Correct answer is D. A sub 1 is 2. R is 5. So D is your only correct answer. Alright, moving right along. Here's 34. Find the formula. Find the formula. Negative 4, negative 24, negative 144, negative 864. Find the formula. First thing you ask yourself is A sub 1 is negative 4. So that means A and B, it's got to be either A or B. Then you got to figure out what R is. Is R negative 4 or is R 6? Pause. Your answer is B. Okay? Whoops. Let's see. 35, 36. Let's go 2 up. 35 and 36. That's not enough room. Here we go. Find the formula. Pause. There's your answer, B. 36. Find the formula. Pause. Your answer is D. Okay. Moving right along, evaluate the geometric series. Let's see if I can put these 4 up at the same time. Yeah. These 2 aren't multiple choice. I think they should have been, but they're not. That's okay. 37. Here's your sigma. This tells you where to start. This tells you where to end. This is your rule that you type in your calculator. You do all that. Same thing here. What is different about number 39 is that you start at the 5th term and end at the 13th term. Number 40, you start at the 3rd term and end at the 16th term. No big deal. You're just typing that in your calculator. No big deal. All right, here, pause. Here are your answers for the next 4. 37 was D. 38, A. 39 was 216. Number 40 is 924. I think there's a couple more. Questions? Nope, nobody's in here. Can't ask questions. All right, that's it. 40 questions. There was your review. I hope that you study, and you study these 40 questions, and you know how to do all of the above. And you come in here and you make a 100 on the test. Any questions? All right, these last 2, I need to change to multiple choice. That one. And, well, let's do this. And this. There we go. Now those last 2 will be multiple choice. All right. Turn this off. Upload it. And we'll be good to go.